Hello, my name is Larry, and my group members are Elizabeth, Destiny, Josa, and Sarah. And the reason we chose mental health awareness is because in our SOC packet there was no actual information about it, and I feel like us as seniors, we found it of great importance because of the fact that in our 4 years it was very difficult to find any help, any support when it came down to what we felt, and we feel like our upcoming students or even our present students should have the right to know what kind of help they can receive here at Lower High School, as well as knowing how other students feel.
Our inquiry question is, what effect is mental health having on students at Lower High School? Our supporting questions are, do we have a psychologist in our school? What has the school done to spread mental health awareness? What resources are available to students? What mental illnesses are affecting students at Lower?
How does mental health affect students? And right here, what we're doing is researching to seeing how it affects us, age group, etc. And so in this first website, we just skim through it, don't really see what we want to see. So we're going to go ahead and leave that website, and then this upcoming website gives us some information saying that this usually affects kids from age 6 to 17, and 80% of us actually don't receive the mental health care we need. And I would say this is pretty much a fact, at least in Loera, because those who actually need help don't even know that we have a school psychologist. I wasn't aware until this year researching, and this is very important to know for all students. Our first action was creating a survey, and creating this survey lets us know if they actually need any help, as well as knowing as if our Loera students know that they can receive any help in campus, and much more.
The questions are gender, what grade are you in? Do you know what mental health is? Do you or anyone you know suffer from any mental health issues? If yes, do you receive any help? What mental health problem do you suffer from, and it's optional? If you have a mental health problem, have you told anyone? Do you know if your school has a psychologist? Would you be interested in listening to a motivational speaker? How could our school improve mental health awareness?
Our survey ended up getting rejected due to being too personal, so we went ahead and adjusted it and then got it approved by Mr. Jensen, and these were the responses.
For gender, 70.3% were female, 27.9% were male, 0.6% were non-binary, and 1.2% preferred not to say. For grade level, 36% were freshmen, 16.3% were sophomores, 25% were juniors, and 22.7% were seniors. Do you know what mental health is? 93.6% responded yes, and 6.4% responded no. Do you know if Lower has a school psychologist? 72.7% responded no, 27.3% responded yes. Do you or anyone you know suffer from a mental health problem? 58.1% responded yes, 33.1% responded no, and 8.7% responded prefer not to say. If you struggle with a mental health issue or a mental health problem, and of those 40 responses, most of them were anxiety and depression. Would you be interested in listening to a motivational speaker? 69.2% responded yes, 30.8% responded no. Do you feel that your school cares more about your academics than your mental health? 84.3% responded yes, and 15.7% responded no. How can school be of help for those with mental health illnesses? And some of the responses were,
Having motivational speakers more often? Just express that there are people to talk to? Provide a presentation or have some teachers to come talk to students in a period to let them know that if they have any kind of problem, they'll be there to talk to. Have speakers come to school and talk about the issue. Meetings, projects, clubs, speeches. Create clubs or days devoted to awareness and care for mental health.
For our next question, we asked, how could our school improve mental health awareness? And some of the responses were,
have a week for it, make teachers understand it's not a mentality thing and it's an actual issue we go through. I want to be around people who care. Putting posters, by spreading the word. Have speakers come to school and talk about the issue. Have the school psychologists visit classrooms. Motivational speakers, flyers, assemblies. Maybe have a mental health awareness week, motivational speakers, flyers, etc.
After reviewing all 172 responses, we concluded that many students wanted to have some sort of awareness day and have the school psychologist speak, which is what we are planning to do. After planning out all our details and asking Ms. Davis for permission, we finally needed to go ask Mr. Jensen for the final say and to get his approval.
In our research, we discovered that the Club Bridges had a mental health awareness event where they had bracelets, ribbons, and speakers.
After talking to Mr. Jensen, we ended up getting approved on being able to make a meeting on mental health during lunch in room 155, and we ended up creating posters for social media as well as in campus.
We appreciate that. And what we're here for is to talk about mental health awareness. I feel like in school it's not really spoken about, and not only that, but I know there's like a handful of people who feel alone and they can't talk to anybody. So the point of this is to make a movement and make some changes in the school.
Communications with my parents was really difficult. I couldn't really like talk to them because I felt alone, but whatever. During school I have like really panic attacks, but I still handle it because I have my friends here that help me a lot. And oh my god, sorry.
I started going to therapy in 8th grade, and honestly, if you can go to therapy, if you have that choice, if you have that privilege, you know, you should, because it has helped me a lot. And I just want to tell that it's super worth it. Because, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, things that have helped me are to try new things. I'm recently going by this website called, or let's say, Seek Discomfort, and it has helped me so much. Like this year, I feel like I really blossomed socially because I didn't talk to anyone, and I'm a lot more social, and I'm so happy about that. And like every day is a constant struggle, but I'm getting by, and I have amazing people by my side all the time. And if you guys need help, like please, like reach out. Like you have people around you all the time who care and love you, even when it doesn't feel good. Yeah.
We were fortunate enough to have Ms. Carter join us in our lunch meeting, which she is the school psychologist, and she went ahead and introduced herself to the students and let them know if they needed any help, she was there for them.
But how many of you knew that you have someone at the school with a title psychologist? Did you guys know that you have a school psychologist? You have your awesome psychology teacher, right? You also have someone with my title. So I just wanted to introduce myself because I'm here to support you guys. Mr. Tran's here to support you. I know that obviously there's a lot of mental health needs because that's what I do every day at the school. So I see, students every single day that are struggling, and the common thing is that everybody feels like they're by themselves. And the truth is, you just never know what someone's going through, right? So we always have to be compassionate and caring to everyone because you don't know when they go home or when they're alone or what kinds of struggles they're having. So I think the tips that you guys shared were really great. Just how to manage anxiety, depression. I think just to add.
We were also given the opportunity to do a mental health activity, and our mental health activity consisted of using sticky notes and writing down compliments and giving it to strangers or friends, as well as other people coming to the table and giving sticky notes to others, or leaving it on a poster we had next to the table and placing them there. As time went by, sticky notes accumulated and people can pull them off or whatever they'd like to do. We'll also be giving out green ribbons during lunch on a mental health activity. It's to spread awareness. We have around 500 of them. This is Lisbeth placing a safety pin on each and every green ribbon in order for us to hand them out nice and easy when it came down to our mental health awareness activity. Sarah went ahead and gave a sticky note to a random person, receiving a compliment, an act of kindness for our Mental Health Awareness Day during lunch.
Oh, actually, no, not right now. Let's do it. Okay. Yes. You're scaring me. It's okay, yeah. It's like a vlog. I feel like we're...
Hey, what are you doing?
She said thank you, and she had this really bright smile, and I think she appreciated it a lot.
That's what counts. Josa, what are you gonna do?
Give this to a teacher to make their day.
Thank you. This is the green one. Mental health awareness. Thank you.
This concludes our documentary. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this enlightened most of you guys, and I hope this makes a difference. And I think that this was something to be talked about and to be informed about, because I personally feel like many students need help and they can't receive any help because they don't know who to go to. So I believe that creating activities, having students be aware of what's going on in their school, and to having a psychologist and having other students facing what they're facing is something that will benefit them in the near future. Thank you so much.